Thank you. You know, I'm amazed how often one finds parallels between the world of science and the everyday world of human problems. The day is long past when intelligent people could see science as being one thing and ordinary behavior as something quite removed from it. The more I read about the world of science, the more I'm struck by the basic simplicity of things. That's really what the whole story of science is about. Taking things that are totally mystifying in their complexity in the beginning and discovering simple laws that show how one thing relates to another. Take somebody like the late Albert Einstein. I remember seeing pictures of him at work at Princeton University, one of the great centers of learning in this country. Maybe you've seen those pictures too, with that babble of numbers and funny little letters chalked onto a blackboard. One of the truly fine minds of physics, exploring the mathematical underpinnings of the universe. And yet, at the end of those hundreds and hundreds of formulas, I couldn't make sense out of them for the life of me. But it was the simplest possible idea. An idea, by the way, that I think of every time I get discouraged. More about this after this word. Yes, it took Albert Einstein several blackboards full of obscure mathematical figuring to come up with the simplest of ideas, one that literally shook the world. This was the idea of relativity. The idea that energy and matter, in the end, were really one and the same thing. Now, in all of the centuries before him, nobody else ever managed to formulate that simple idea, but he proved it. He proved there was untold power in the slightest particle of matter, in the atom. You can find the same invisible, untold of power in discouragement. Let's face it, there are times when just everything seems to go wrong. At home, on the job, in our personal life. And a lot of people, when this happens, just throw in the towel. Black is black, they say. There's no use fighting. And with that attitude, of course, things have a way of just getting blacker and blacker. But just as sure as science, as sure as the universe, as sure as Einstein, there's another way of handling discouragement. All I'm suggesting is this, and I urge you to take it for what it's worth, that you can find in whatever's discouraging you the seeds of true happiness and power and success. This means looking beyond and under the face of discouragement for the hidden opportunities. Believe me, they're really there. All you have to do is to look for them with the confidence that comes from knowing that they are there, just like the energy that's locked in the tiny atom.